Hello everyone and welcome to my modded Minecraft base showcase. Today I will be showing off my base that I've created in the mod pack Create Above and Beyond. Let's get started. So this is my main base that I'm using right now. If you can see here, I have a bunch of storage in here, I have my diving gear and other things. Let's go up one staircase here. This is where I mill some stuff. I can, for example, mill wheat into flour, and then I can wash it right here and then smoke it right here into bread. And this lava here is where I blast smelt things, so I can, for example, chuck some iron into there and it gets turned into iron ingots. Let's go up here. This is the attic. This is where I use a bunch of gears to make it go faster. If you can see outside here, I'm using the windmill here, and it gets put through here, and then it goes through a bunch of gears, and the kinetic force gets used in these fans and this press and mill. Let's continue on. This is my beautiful cherry blossom tree that I've made. I like the technical aspect of this mod pack, but I also enjoy building, so I created cherry trees. I have another one over there actually. And this is the clay farm. It works by chucking across sand like that, which then gets put in here, and then it gets washed into clay, which then gets put into that drawer right there. And it gets combined with this kelp from this kelp farm that I had. Right now it's putting in the kelp in this drawer, but if it would be active, it would go around using these sails as propellant. Right here you can see. It goes around, it collects all the kelp, and after that it gets put into this drawer. If we go up here, I have this little windmill that I use to power this machinery. This is where the kelp and the clay gets mixed into an algal blend, which then gets cooked by using this blast melting process into algal bricks, and then they get put into this minecart roller, which then gets transported all across into this factory that I have over there. But we'll go to that later. Before that, I want to show off my andesite farm. And here we are. This is my andesite generators, or well, they generate 4 types of different stones. So I wouldn't say it's really only andesite. But the andesite is what gets used. So basically this is a cobblestone generator, but since it's above bedrock, it generates different things. Instead of only cobblestone, it generates andesite cobblestone, it generates granite, it generates diorite, it generates gabbro. And they basically get broken down by this mechanical drill. Then they get put on these weighted ejectors and launched across onto this belt, and then gets put into these 4 drawers. And then the andesite right here, it gets put in this minecart with the chests by this minecart loader, and it gets put into a little pulley system with a chest on it, so that it can then go up into the factory. Let's continue on. I guess I can showcase my forge right now. This is my forge, or blacksmith, or whatever you would call it. I have my smeltery here. Right now there's only a few metals in there. Basically I melt down iron and things, and I make the iron, for one thing, gets put into here, and I can make electron tubes here by putting on polished rose quartz. Then this machine right here is a machine that creates or mixes brass. If I flick this lever, it's gonna take, I think it's copper, copper and zinc, and they get alloyed into brass, which then gets back into the meltery. And then when I want to take them out, I can go back here. and I can cast them on this casting table. I guess I can show this. This is my little cave tunnel, or tunnel cave, whatever you want to call it. It goes along the cliffside here. If you look out here, you can see my base, and it looks really beautiful. And as you continue on out, you go to this cherry blossom tree. Alright, so this is my tree farm. Right now it's off because there aren't any trees on it. There's only a few saplings left actually. But if the saplings would have grown, it would have harvested them by these mechanical saws that are right there. It then gets put into this system, and then it gets output on this belt, which goes up here into the sawmill. And this sawmill, it makes oak slabs for the factory over there. But if the oak slabs are full and all of the drawers here are full, the rest of it gets put into this trade station and it gets turned into money. And so the last thing on the agenda is the factory. So let's continue over there. Also, here is the other cherry tree that I made. This is the factory. Right here I make kinetic mechanisms. This is a system that utilizes this rope pulley, and if you can see down there, maybe not, but basically this rope pulley is attached to the chest. The minecart down there puts the andesite in this chest, and this thing notices when it is full, and when the andesite chest is, or well, when the chest is full with andesite, I should say, it gets pulled up. And then the andesite gets pulled out right here on this belt into this, and it gets combined with the algal brick to make andesite alloy. After that, the andesite alloy gets put up here, and together with this saw, 2 andesite alloys and these oak slabs, they get made into kinetic mechanisms. That's pretty much the meat and bones of my base, but I also have this thing up here, which makes cured rubber. Essentially, this thing utilizes these arboreal extractors. You put these against any kind of log, and it pulls out tree sap. Then this tree sap gets put into this, it gets pressed in this mechanical press, like that, and then as you can see it gets melted by this melting system and gets turned into cured rubber. Anyway, that's it for my base showcase. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you will watch more of my videos in the future. Have a good day.